So today in our Lunch and Learn series, Diversity Lunch and Learn series, we're focusing on inclusion, and we're focusing particularly on intellectual disability. Now, I don't know if you know, but 1 in 5 Australians identify as having a disability, which is 4 million people across the country. And that's 4 million people that have the potential to be excluded from education opportunities, from employment opportunities, and from engaging with their own community. And really they're excluded because there are non-inclusive job functions, there are non-inclusive recruitment processes, and there are non-inclusive training and development processes. And that's something that we'd like to talk about today.
Well, it's an absolute thrill for me to have a chance to stand up here and get an opportunity to really showcase what we know is a really authentic and very efficient and productive way that employers nowadays more and more are being able to demonstrate and participate in inclusion and building an inclusive workplace. So it's very, very exciting to be here. So job support in a nutshell places, trains and maintains people who have a moderate intellectual disability in jobs of their own. So job support works with employers to customise a role to solve a problem in terms of getting routine or entry-level or repetitive tasks done in the workplace. And we identify those tasks and give those to someone who really, really wants them. Job support is there to make the whole thing work really smoothly and long-term. There's a very powerful reason for employing someone with a disability, and at the end of the day, it's that you get to solve a problem, which is the routine tasks that no doubt are happening within your workplace, but you also get to help someone, and job support is there to make it a real win-win. Before I hand you back, I have to always conclude with my favourite quote from a client who was a job seeker at one point, and he had lots of brothers and sisters in the workforce for many years, and he was quoted to have said to a co-worker of mine or a colleague of mine, "You know what? I just want to complain about paying income tax like everybody else does." so that's it. Thank you.
The thing to understand about job support, and there are others, there are competitors who do the same sort of thing, is that it doesn't cost you anything. And that's, for many people, the first stumbling block. Job support comes in, and the first thing they do is they identify what are the tasks that are being done every day, and they spend 2 weeks in your office constructing a job, and they are watching your current employees doing that work, and they are timing them. And they're working out exactly how long it takes those current employees to do those current tasks. Then they sit down with you as the employer and say, these are the tasks that our client could do, and they will do them as well and as quickly. But what you're getting is someone who, as Gabrielle said, will take away the sort of tasks that your good employees don't want to do. They want to do more interesting work, and you'll give it to someone who will love it, who will have that enthusiasm that will make the rest of your workforce happy to be at work with them, because they're so happy at what they're doing, at delivering the mail, at whatever it is. They are genuinely enthusiastic, and that's why they stay for years and years and years.
Well, I'll just say, well, I was born this way, and I would like to say, please give people with disability a fair go, because community is very important to us. We are trying to live our lives like everybody else. Work is important of that. And other thing I want to say is, I actually love having a routine, because I love the idea of being organised. I actually love a good list, because I actually write a lot of notes at work, and it's kind of my thing. So work is definitely important to me. Give people a fair go. Give people a chance.
me, something that everybody could do when they leave here today was to maybe open up a conversation. And I mean that in a few different ways. One of the biggest challenges that we have is being able to have the conversation and simply explore what might be possible with an employer, a chance to maybe work with the employer to see how we can lift to the surface what tasks are actually happening there in your workplace. And often once you scratch the surface, you'll probably find that there's a fair few regular, routine, entry-level type tasks that are happening, not just necessarily across one department, it could be across, several. And opening up a conversation about that is something that we really, wrestle for the opportunity to do.
We've literally had very few roadblocks because we actually found that we had a lot of passionate people that want to drive it internally, and that's what you need. When I joined Cushman Wakefield, I want to actually create a different culture, a culture of high performance, obviously, but also a very inclusive culture. And we built a beautiful fit out here, and a guy called Ashley Palm came to us and said, we've got to run the front of house, and we were doing it through a normal cleaning company. He said, well, let's see how we can look at it commercially with using some people from job support. I said, okay, so come back with a business case. He came back and said, no, run it. So we've done it, and it's the best thing we ever did.
So I would like to say, please take one giant leap of faith, and working gives me a great life, and I get to enjoy everything. So please, don't diss our ability.